And we are live. Welcome, everyone. I'm Viktor Grant, and I am so excited to have with us the expert panel on interactive texting. Wow, this Hangout is specifically designed to show you exactly how this breakthrough technology will revolutionize online marketing, offline marketing, virtually everything that we are connected to using nothing other than our phones. And so I wanted to introduce the people who are here today. First of all, a little bit about my background. I've been involved in computers for over 30 years. I kind of feel a little old about that. I wrote my first software program when I was about 13 years old, sold it when I was 16. It was in assembly language for the Apple II computer. I was actually present during the revolution where Apple birthed the Macintosh and then witnessed the PC revolution. I worked at MSN for a couple of years as an independent content provider. My channel was neck and neck with MSNBC, so I learned how to do interactive online events. Now, at that time, we didn't have video. It was all texting, which is kind of interesting. We would send text messages back and forth to each other in chat. And you'll see that this application called interactive texting is just like a chat room, but you can have it with a computer remotely with your phone. So that's a preview of what's coming. I want to introduce the person who introduced me to this technology. Mohammed Siddiq, you're on camera. I met you down in San Diego at the Alex Mendosian event, and I was intrigued by that little button you had with a QR code. I thought, wow, this guy is high tech. He's someone that I show him that. See, it's like there he is. And he's a JV genius, and we started talking, and he sort of picked me out, and what I loved was he said, text VIP to this number. And then I noticed that his other card was saying just text something else to this number. And so he recognized that I was a VIP, and I felt very special when he did that. So if you go back to and you're actually listening to this Hangout, go ahead and text VIP to the number, even though it says IT. Text VIP to that number, and that'll get you on my VIP list. So Mohammed, you're a publisher. We're working together on Real Estate Income magazine. Tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you, Vic, for having me, and I'm really excited to join your folks here. I done masters in computers in the 1990s, and I worked for Oracle. You know, the little company called Oracle Corporation. So I worked for them, and then I started my own company, little company. I thought I don't need to work for that big company anymore. For me, the little is enough. Then we have generated, like fast forward basis, we generated millions of dollars of selling online. You know. And of course, selling our own products, selling third-party products, and doing joint ventures. And recently, I have started as a publisher. That I love connecting with people. I love connecting with thought leaders. And right now, I'm a publisher of 3 magazines. I'm working on a few more. I don't know. And 3 magazines I already published. You are welcome to check out on iTunes. The first one is that I'm working with Vic together is the Real Estate Income magazine. The second one is the Lifestyle Entrepreneur magazine, and third one is the Billionaire Mentor magazine. I'm so excited how we are using this technology on those magazines itself, you know, and we are getting leads generated, and we are able to talk to each one of those leads coming from those magazines through this interactive texting. I'm here to show you this technology works. I am the living proof. I started using this over 2 years ago, and I have been using it since then, generated significant change using this technology myself.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. And so we have a very special guest here today. Peter is the actual inventor of interactive texting. Peter, I know you have low bandwidth, so we can't see you on video, but would love to have you share with us for a moment how this technology works.
Great, thanks for having me on, Victor. Basically, it was to solve a problem that I was having in my own business. I was running an offline pizza shop. I had a very large customer base, but the problem was communicating with them and communicating with them in a way that would bring them to my store. So being stuck in this problem of not being able to message my customers or not have interaction with them, it was like I couldn't develop a relationship with them, and obviously, relationships help. So I developed this solution to not only attract customers, but to have them keep coming back time and time and again.
And what have you seen as what was the pain point that you created this technology for?
Because email, as you know, emails become less and less and less effective. So I was creating an email list like 100% of the other businesses were, with the old piece of paper on the bench saying, enter your email to get special details. And one, it was difficult to get people to fill in their email address because they thought, someone else will get it. And secondly, when I did send out promotions, I would only get a small percentage of them would actually open that email. So I wanted to develop a solution using a mobile phone that everyone carries with them so that my message can get to them and straight in their handset.
I see. Okay. So I think we're going to get to more of that as we go into the presentation. So the next person I want to bring in and introduce, thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Valentina, the camera's on you. I see here you're a musician, artist, entrepreneur, an opera singer, performer. You're definitely a 7 on the Enneagram. And you've been involved in the corporate world as a project manager. Welcome. What do you think about this interactive technology, this interactive texting technology?
Thank you, Vic. Thank you for the introduction. The reason why I'm here is I'm interested in engaging fans and followers for all the musicians and the artistic community that I run within. I do a lot of productions, a lot of performances. I also do a lot of email marketing for my productions and my performances, and just like everybody else, the open rates are somewhat abysmal. So what excites me about this product is not only is it good for business people, entrepreneurs, small business people, large businesses, but it's good for artists and performing musicians too to stay engaged with their fan base. Hey, you text a message, I'm going to be opening the show in half an hour downtown, come on by. It's really powerful. Mobile marketing is the future. 97% of mobile users read their text messages within 15 minutes of receipt. Email users, not so much. They're not even opening the emails, as you guys were both testifying. People are with their mobile phones all the time. They sleep with them, they wake up to them, they're checking them, their faces are in them, they don't even engage with people around them. That's why this is so powerful. That's why I'm so excited about this. It's the solution to the diminishing email open rates. You can deepen your relationship with your prospects, your clients, your fan base. You can increase your conversion rates for whatever your offer is, even if it's come see me sing at the Opera House, or hey, I've got a new product I want to show you. You can shorten the sales funnel, make higher profits. It's huge and it's cool, and that's why I'm here. It's exciting.
Thank you, Valentina. Okay, so everybody who's watching here right now, I would like you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing and text IT to this number and just engage with the system. And then we will go through. I mean, I'm so amazed and blown away by this technology that I promised myself, okay, I'm going to distinguish the problem. A mentor of mine said that the better you are able at distinguishing with very specific detail what the problem is, and then providing the solution to that problem is one of the keys to success in business. So number one, I want to tell you what the problem is, and I'm actually writing a book on this called Get Off Overwhelm or Give Up Overwhelm. Number one problem is overwhelm. People are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed with how many emails they're getting. They're overwhelmed with how much information they're getting in their Facebook. And now we're starting to engage with Google+, which is this whole technology. We're being interrupted constantly. The last resort and the last frontier, it's only going to last for a short amount of time, is the text message. And so I'm going to distinguish for you, by the end of this webinar, you will be 100% convinced that email marketing is dead. It's completely dead. There's no reason to build a list. There's no reason to be building what marketers have been telling you for so long, because it doesn't work anymore. It's in 2014. It worked as much as 2 months ago. 2 months ago, we were still getting a 10 to 15% open rate on Gmail. Right now, the Gmail open rate specifically only to Gmail. Okay, so let me distinguish how that works. let's say you're a business owner and you've had a mailing list and you have subscribers, active subscribers to your newsletter that you've been building for years. And I had that, okay? All of a sudden, they make one little switch, they create this promotions tab, and all your email goes right in there with all of your junk mail. And you've got to somehow, it's like one of the people says, oh, Vic, why don't you just email people and tell them to drag your email into their primary folder? How am I going to reach these people? There's 130,000 of them. I have lost my list completely. GetResponse, everyone should boycott that because that company cut off one of our campaigns in the middle of a campaign. They have no ethics whatsoever. Okay, AWeber is the only company that I personally recommend and use right now because they've been around the longest. They're a Canadian-based company, and they integrate perfectly with interactive texting. So let me explain the distinction. When you give up your sovereignty to an email marketing company, here's what happens. The first email message, they send it on your behalf. It's not really you that's sending it. They send it on your behalf. And then they start engaging in a dialogue with you and your subscribers. And your contract says if Google, Yahoo, or MSN, or Outlook gets too many spam complaints in a 24-hour period, they have the right to shut off your account. And as soon as they shut off your account, even previously delivered emails that are sitting in your prospect's inbox, when they click that link, it goes to an error. I'm actually currently working with a number of activist organizations, and we're starting legislation against that. And I'm going to be speaking on stage against email marketing services. And I think you can't provide a stand against something if you don't have a stand for something. So I'm taking a stand that we boycott email, we start using text messaging, and we start engaging with Google Plus and using interactive technology in the right way. So I'm on a rant. So let's go with that. Email marketing is dead. Your open rate is 1/10, if at best, of what it was even 2 months ago. Now let's look at this from another common sense point of view. And I promise I'm not going to rant here too long, but I want you guys to get this. Okay? If you are using any kind of free email service, stop using it for your business. Use it for social. Use it for talking to your friends. Just stop right now using it for your business. Why? Because those companies sell advertising. So doesn't it make sense that you, as a business owner who's trying to build a list, build a following, build engagement with your audience, if all of your subscribers are also using those free email services, guess what will happen to your newsletter? Because the email services today don't see a difference between a newsletter and garbage mail or spam or marketing mail or anything like that. That's the problem that we're facing today. You need to have something that stands, an alternative way to remind your subscribers, hey, go check your email. Hey, by the way, is all my email ending up in your junk mail? Here's a video you could watch to drag your stuff from your promotions tab into your inbox. I'm going to be going into great detail with that in a future webinar. And if you're subscribed to the channel, if you text IT to this number, I will be updating you with exactly step by step how to take this work and bring it into your business in specific detail. I'm the detail guy, okay? And so let's just start with that. Why would free email services not deliver your newsletter to their subscribers' inbox? Duh, because it's free. Your newsletter is competing with their ads, so of course they're going to stick it in the junk mail. Okay? So stop using free email services for your business. Start using text services to build your list, and then follow up with engaging video-based blog posts. That's the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next few months. Over the next 90 days, I'm going to be doing that with you when you subscribe to the interactive texting program. And I'm on a rant here, so anyone else want to just jump in here and sort of dispel all the negative energy? Email marketing is dead. Anyone else want to come in here and bring a nice wave of positive joy to this moment?
Victor, let's pull up the PowerPoint and tell them how this system works and what it's all about, because that's what's cool about it, is how it works. And we have the actual inventor here too, so he can talk about it further.
Yeah, and I will bring out the PowerPoint, but I would like the three of you to summarize what I said in English without all the energy and negativity, because my problem is to distinguish the problem. That's my role here, okay? Why don't you three of you talk among yourselves while I bring up the PowerPoint? That way we don't have all this weird screen sharing stuff going on, okay? So let's take 2 minutes, no more, and summarize why email marketing and building your list with email only is dead. Go for it. You got 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Vic, and I really appreciate that. And folks, if you're watching this and you think, oh, Vic is kind of very negative, why he is really upset today? Here is the reason. Imagine that someone has built their hard-earned money, 150,000 people in their mailing list. Mm-hmm. When they mail, they are not even delivered to their email box. He is not sending junk. He is not sending spam at all. He does not believe into those things. However, those big free email companies are actually really stopping their email and getting into the promotions and other undesired folders. So imagine sending 150,000 people mailing list. There's only a few hundred people open and there's only a few people register for something. That's like putting somebody out of business overnight. I would be really way more upset than what he was trying to show you right now. Let me tell you. And when I shared with him this solution that I don't really care about emails, really, I want to, instead of 150,000, I probably want 2,000 people in my texting system where I can generate 10 times more money and build a better relationship and communicate with the people I care. It's about quality. It's about engagement with your list. It's not about the size of your list. Mm-hmm. That's for this. I have been using this solution for 2 years, and Vic was almost upset at me why I did not share with him before. He never asked for it. So you have to ask for it when you want really something gold from somebody to share with you. And you know what? He was so excited. He said, I'm going to share my problem, and then I'm going to give them the solution. He does not want you to be victim of the same thing what he has gone through. How many of you are actually able to build 150,000 people in the mailing list? Not many, I know that. However, if you think I'm going to generate a much bigger list, he's already telling you what is going to happen on the other side. Why you are going in the wrong direction? Let's go into the right direction right away. That's what the quick recap is.
Yeah, thank you, Sadiq. And the thing about this, for me, from my vantage point, is at this point, texting is primary and email is secondary on when people are on their mobile phones. Like I said earlier, if it's the smartphone, you're getting your emails. But the first thing you look at when you've got notifications, even you have voicemail, I have got email, and I have text, I always go to my text first. It's got the little pop-up thing, they all have these little pop-ups. I always go to my text first. I know I'm not alone in that. I know that that's what people are doing. And it's so immediate, and it's so engaging, and what this system is master at is the way it works is you're given one number and multiple keywords, and once people are opted into the keywords, you can create a string of communication with them that's very individualized and intimate and directly with them. It uses their name, it responds to their responses, and it's almost like they're having a conversation with you, but it's fully automated. And it's fully automated with an outcome in mind of some action you want them to take, either to watch a video or to click a link to go to a page on your website, or whatever it is you want them to take. Get a free gift from you. It doesn't matter. You design that part. And it magically, you could even say, solves this problem that people are having with lack of engagement via email. You can post this, the texting keyword on all kinds of things. You can use it on your business cards. You can put it on a publication or an article. You can put it on a web page. You can do social media postings with your key phrase and your number. If you're on stage, you can get everybody to take their mobile out and text right away. it's so incredibly powerful to have immediate engagement. And like I said, everyone's tied to their mobile phone. That's the beauty of this new technology.
Thank you, Tina. In fact, we have figured out 67 ways how you can use this system. In fact, we are looking to make it 97 ways where we need your help. You are going to tell us how other ways you are going to be able to figure out to use this system. So we are really kind of building this together. So,
Yeah.
And if you want to know what are those 67 ways how to use it, as Victor said, text to that number, the 650 number for the Victor. Can you show it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on my PowerPoint. As you can see, we have a screen here right now.
Okay, wonderful.
So if we're ready to rock into that, I'm gonna put the number on the screen, and I'm gonna lock the screen so you guys can talk freely, but your camera will not go back. So if someone could start talking just for 30 seconds, I'll lock the camera.
So we are able to figure out 67 ways how you can use this interactive text response. And if you want to know what are those, we already figured it out. We are using it, most of them, if not all of them, myself. And why not you text it to that number, which Victor is going to show you in a moment. He was showing you earlier too. So once you text it, we are going to send you those here's the number. Okay, 650. Okay, so you need to pick your cell phone out right now. It's okay. We are allowing you to distract from our presentation. Take your cell phone out. You know how to send a text. It doesn't have to be smartphone. It can be any phone, by the way. Send a text to a number 650-294-8031, and in a message put a IT. That's it, and just hit send and see the magic. Our automated system is talking to you. We are not talking to you. We are talking to you live here on a video. However, you just see how the system talks to you. And then start thinking how you can use it for your own business. Imagine somebody send you a text and you start talking, what's your name, please? They say, oh my God, because you don't know them. You always, who is this? It's like a cold call. What's your name, please? There's somebody is busy typing the correct name, Tina, this, Sadiq, and Vic. I say, Vic, what's your email? Now you're collecting their email. And then you give them some gift. It could be discount, it could be strategy session, it could be link to your calendar so they can book a meeting with you, and it could be sending them the PowerPoint presentation link, it could be a video, whatever the bonus you promise, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Your own contact information. By the way, that number you got that's not a cell phone. By the way, you are getting text, but that's not your cell phone.
Yeah,
keep your cell phone private.
I actually called that number, and I got a very friendly message that said that if you ever want to stop this message, it's pretty interesting. It's very compliant and everything like that. Yeah. So you can stop those text messages at any time. And Peter, you've been working on this for a long, long time, and you've made it very, very compliant with all the the Federal Trade Commission and all that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about that as I bring up these slides.
Yeah, thanks, Victor. Yeah, obviously the rules are very strict when it comes to text messaging, so we made it our priority to ensure that our system was fully compliant. People can opt out at any time just by simply sending the word stop or help or anything like that. So, that's why it's important as a business owner, you have to not abuse the service. You create this relationship with them, and it's a personalized relationship using text messaging. And that person will be your fan for life. So, we've made sure that people cannot import their own numbers, because we don't want to be in trouble for some business owner who does the wrong thing and just imports numbers from a telephone book. We don't want that to happen. We want to have genuine, self-conscious business owners using our system. So we're going to make sure that we cover your back and you'll cover ours.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, so now we're going to go to the official part of the presentation. And before we get to the official part of the presentation, text IT to 650-294-8031. And I'm going to start this because we are recording this, and we will be making these videos available to you when you text IT to 650-294-8031. It'll come in 2 chunks. This first chunk was a hangout where you got to see us, and we're kind of socially and kind of hanging out and having a great time. This next part will be like this is like, I'm a professional speaker, so if I'm going to get up on stage and deliver this presentation to 1,000 people, this is the type of presentation you're going to be having, except we're also going to have a panel with us of experts. So all of you guys should now be seeing my screen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now we're in a high bandwidth environment, and I'm going to go ahead and lead the conversation. I'm going to lead the presentation, and I'm going to introduce you guys again, but this time it's going to be in a very, very scripted. We're going to move through this very, very quickly. My target is to do this in 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll have time for questions at the end. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to clap, and then based on that, we'll know where the time sync is. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone. Viktor Grant here of interactivetexting.com. I am going to share with you here in this video presentation how to get more prospects for your business, increase conversions beyond your wildest dreams, explode your profits, all with interactive text messaging. I have with us tonight Siddiq Muhammad, who is a publisher of 3 magazines on iTunes, and Peter Davis, developer extraordinaire, who created this breakthrough technology that I am so excited about sharing with you here tonight. What you will learn today is the solution to diminishing email open rates. What does that mean? I just sent out 20,000 emails to get a small test group out of my big list to this webinar, and we had only a fraction of the people were able to show up and even open it. We had about a 10% open rate, which is really pretty good, and out of that we had a few people who were able to respond. But we used to be getting 30, 40, 50% open rates. And why is that? Well, that's because most people are now using these free email services, and the email's not being delivered to their inbox anymore. So we're going to be covering how to solve that. So why bother collecting email addresses if they never even read it? So with this system, you can get more prospects without more work. You can set the relationship hook in seconds. You can increase your conversion rates, shorten the sales funnel, and generate higher profits. And I could go through each one of these points in about, I could easily spend 2 or 3 minutes on each point, but I want to progress with the presentation. So who am I, and why do I have the right to talk to you in this manner with as vim and vigor as I do? I've been over 30 years in the computer industry. I started with the Apple II. I was an assembly language programmer. When I was 16 years old, I sold my first software product, and I made enough royalties on that to buy my first car. It was a Honda Prelude. Very nice car. I had the nicest car in the high school. And I did it all through royalties, through making a percentage by bringing my software to market. I went to trade shows. I was, just the youngest kid on the block at Comdex. I don't know if you guys remember Comdex. I would go to these big, big places where there are all these corporate types, and I was this teenager. These days, I'm a best-selling author now in 2 books. My most recent one is called Ready, Aim, Inspire. It's a compilation of interviews of inspirational speakers and inspirational leaders. The headliner is Joe Vitale, who was in the book The Secret, and the film by that name as well. And my interview in there is called Search Triggers. It's a new technology that I invented to help people position themselves in the exact right keywords that they need for all the search engines. I'm also a co-founder and inventor of the EarthGrid Social Search Engine. Yes, we do have our own search engine. It is using natural language, it uses patterns, and it uses social networks to integrate directly into the search. And it's open to all the social networks, Facebook and Google+. So more on that as we progress throughout the year. If you want to know more about that, visit my website, earthgrid.com. But tonight we're going to talk about interactivetexting.com and why mobile. How else will you stay in contact with your customers in an automated manner? Well, the answer is interactivetexting.com. So Siddiq, why don't you take over for? We're going to do this sort of a fun thing we used to do in poetry reading. I can't believe I actually bring up this example. I once did a poetry reading group where we sit down and we read poetry, and each person takes a turn sharing the slides. So Sadiq, since you are I'm so grateful for knowing you because you introduced me to this technology. I am more excited about this technology than anything I've seen cross my desk in the last 10 years. Go for it, Sadiq.
Thank you, Vic. Folks, you can see that Vic is more excited about technology than actually meeting me. So, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm excited about this. I love you, Sadiq.
Okay, thank you. So you can see that thousands of, in fact, millions of businesses are figuring out how they can actually stay connected with their customers, prospects, and leads. If they are leads and prospect, how they can convert them into a business. And the process of converting into the client is know, like, and trust. In this model, right now, we're using this kind of mobile technology. We can convert them to know, like, and trust in much faster, easier, and better way than sending any other method of communication. 97% of mobile users read a text message within 15 minutes of receiving it. Imagine that. If you have, it's a huge number.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. How many times last time your 97% emails were read within 15 minutes? I'd never seen that. That's an eye-opening stats.
Well, it reminds me actually over at EarthGrid back in 2000, I even forget the date, it might have been 2001 or 2002. We did a little test using texting to produce an event in Los Angeles. There were only 100 people on the list, and we had an emergency production meeting that needed to happen. And we got 30 people to show up in rush hour traffic with 1 hour notice. But you know what we sent them? Was emergency production meeting, and then we gave the address of the restaurant, free dinner. That's why everyone showed up. Go back to you, Sadiq.
Yeah. And the recent study showed that mobile marketing campaigns see upward of 12%, sometime upward of 60% response. That's a huge, folks. If you have not in the marketing, usually the typical response is 1, 2, 3, single digit. Let's put it this way. Sometimes 1%, 2%, 3%. But here you see the 12, double digit, 12% to upward of 60%. And we are going to share with you how actually you can actually do it for yourself and for in your own business. Not only look at these numbers and say, wow, I am guilty of this one. Before I even say that, most people sleep with their mobile phones within the arm's reach. My phone is like within my arm's reach. Even though somebody call me in the night, I pick up the phone. Don't even open the eyes. Just pick up the phone, see who is calling. That's because sometimes it could be an emergency call. So that's true. I'm guilty of doing that one, and I'm sure that probably many people say, yeah, me too. Why not let us know if you actually in the chat, in the message, let us know if you sleep with your phone and within the arm's reach. Let's see, I'm not the only one, hopefully.
So basically that means that the best way for any business to reach their customers is mobile. And we found that to be the case over and over and over again. And Sadiq, if you ever want to pass the baton to Peter or Valentina, that's how the rules go. So just go ahead and say, why don't you take it from here?
Vic, I think you're doing a wonderful job, much better than me. You can continue.
Well, okay, so just in a few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to the system that revolutionizes mobile marketing forever. And okay, so I will go ahead and pass this to Peter. But before I get to that, text IT to 650-294-8031.
Let me say that. Okay, let me say that. Can you put it on the screen?
Yeah, Vic? It's on the screen.
Okay, now it's on screen. Okay. Hey guys, take your cell phone out, as I told you. Text it to this number. Put on a screen. It's not on screen now. Okay, so is text it to on IT to 650-294-8031. By texting to this number, you are giving a permission to Viktor Grant to send you these messages automated. It's all automated. There's no cost from us. There could be a SMS text message charges apply from from your phone company. We do not charge you anything. However, you can opt out from the system by just replying stop. It will stop automatically. That's how easy it is to get rid of somebody sending you a text message. So you're giving Victor a permission to send you the text message or call you. And if you send a stop, then he won't call you. Just that. Very simple, like a friendly, like an FTC compliance notice.
Thank you, Siddiq. Okay, so what makes this so different and powerful? Peter, I think this would be for you. And someone has TV on in the background, so if they can go ahead and mute that or something.
Why this is powerful? I can talk, Vic, on this.
Okay.
First of all, it's a very personalized. You can send a very personalized message. It's not like, check this out. Here is the link. That's like a promotion thing. They don't even know who you are. Once somebody sends you a text, first time we try to get it to their name and email, just like so we know if we have to outreach to them. And then when you send the next time, I always say, hi, Peter. Hi, Vic. I'm personalizing my message. Then you think, as a customer, as a client, as a prospect, you think I am only sending it to you, even though I'm sending to 1,000 other people the same message. However, everyone is personalized. Folks, that's a very, very powerful. Imagine looking at the text message which is written to you, not check this free promo. Hi Vic, I'm about to get on this seminar. I'm about to get on this webinar. Well, can you join me? And here is the link. Looking forward to it, Siddiq. Imagine now Vic can say Siddiq has sent you a message. The relationship already exists. Okay. That's a very, very powerful. It's a very simple, however, very powerful. The number two thing is, because once you are using this number, let's say you are in Atlanta. My number is 770, like a local area Atlanta code. I could have people from that's on my website. However, my people visit my website. I have clients all over the world. Anybody from anywhere in the world can send a text message to their number. Just like they can send it to your cell phone, anyone can send a text message. This is the only unique, most powerful, the global texting system I'm aware of. I'm not aware of anything else. Okay? Anybody from anywhere in the world can send you a text, and you can reply a text back to them. Let me tell you the cost. 1 cent. Can you imagine sending a text message to UK for 1 cent? My mobile company charges 30-40 cents for every message. But by using this one, it's 1 cent. So that's a very, very cost effective, and plus it's a powerful. Every other system which I checked before I got onto this one, they were all costing me arms and legs, like 10 cents, 12 cents, 15 cents, 30 cents for international. And for every other country, I need to have a separate phone number for Canada and separate for UK, separate for Australia. How many numbers you want me to put on a website? That's so crazy. Just use with a once number, it works all over. Those are the two unique, most powerful that you cannot find it anywhere else if you're looking at any other system. Just And it's interactive. Once you send a text message, it replies you back. If you say, okay, yeah, what's your name, please? You say, my name is Peter Davis. Then it will say, Peter, what's your email? I'm talking to you just like I would actually type in myself. You don't have to believe me. Just text it to this number and see it yourself.
Okay, thank you, Siddiq. So I think the point here is you got to get them there, you got to get them in, and you got to get them doing stuff. That's the 3 steps. Get them there, get them in, get them going stuff. So you could go to trade shows, and you could have the number. In fact, this is how I met Siddiq, because I went to this trade show and I collected all these business cards, and I put them in my scanner, and I sent them an email, and I got like maybe 3 or 4 people, and then they were coming back and saying, oh, I'm busy, blah, 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 blah. I tell you, at the Alex event, you, Siddiq, are the only person that I have followed up with in an effective manner.
Well, thank you for telling me. Let me show you. Let me show you this.
So look at this. I got to show you this screen. This is pretty good. This is me on stage with an event. on stage. This is a company that I belong to, and there were 5,000 people in the stadium. This is in Denver, Colorado, and the top 200 earners in the company, of which I'm part of that, we were all on stage, and guess what? I collected lots of email addresses, same thing. No interactivity. Now, we communicate through Facebook a lot, so we can still connect, but I haven't really had a chance to do business with all the people because everyone's so busy doing all these kind of things. So if you go to big events, as I do, I go quarterly. At least every quarter I go to one big event with anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 people. You can't possibly keep track of all those people without having some sort of automation. And you don't know whether they're going to be a customer or a business partner or a strategic alliance partner or a JV partner or whatever. But through the texting, you can start that engagement, start that dialogue with them. And we're just going to go through the different applications of how you can use this. I think big events is the best one because I think these days almost everyone is going to big events. Like I'm going this month to an event that's expected to have 20,000 people in attendance. I was at Salesforce, had 110,000 people in attendance. Gosh, if I could just walk around with my QR code, people could scan my code and start interacting with me, and I could, see, this is one of the things I teach now is don't do any more personal appointments. Make group appointments using Hangouts and through online office hours, but that's a whole nother conversation. You need to find a way to interact with groups, especially when you're a public speaker and everybody wants to get a piece of you. So for public speakers, this is an amazing technology. Once again, if you haven't yet done so, and you're coming in the video in the middle, go ahead and text IT to 650-294-8031. And so, Valentino, what do you think about storefronts? How could someone in a retail store or a storefront use this? Let's say they're a bricks and mortar store, they're a restaurant, or something like that. How could they use this?
In fact, Peter had his own pizza store, and he probably can share it how he was using it. Peter?
Oh, okay. Peter, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, what I did was because I had my own pizza shop, and what I used to do is I would offer a free garlic bread with someone's meal. So to get the opt-in to start with, I'd say, hey, thanks for calling. We're offering a special today, free garlic bread or whatever, and I'd take note of their mobile phone number. And what we would do is then later on in the week when it was very quiet, like say on a Tuesday night, I'll just send out a text message to 500 people and say, hey, for the next half hour or next hour, you can get one pizza free, and you buy one, get one free. And next thing you know, my shop was flooded with customers. It was just the perfect way to get people to come into my store. So I would relate with them on a personalised way, and send out my offers via text. And see, that's the same with restaurants. Restaurants can do the same thing. They can collect their visitors' mobile numbers, and then use that in their marketing. So the benefit is that it's instant communication with your customers. And I used to send messages out about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and go, hey, what are you doing for tea tonight? Pop in, grab a pizza. It's 50% off if you mention this word. And I'd get heaps of customers in, and I thought, what a great idea. This needs to be used by everybody. And the same thing. I've been to the trade shows, and persons can see it unique. And a name badge that I know that Sadiq has, where he has a QR code and a text stuff to his number, and he can find out everything he wants to know about that prospect, and then later follow up with an SMS to say, hey, thanks for bumping into me at the conference. Here's a link to my business page, or a link to a free gift, or whatever. And he's automatically starting a relationship with that person. And that was the whole idea behind this interactive system. It can change questions based on the answers given. So you can run a survey, like a restaurant, run a survey, hey, ma'am, sir, did you enjoy your meal tonight? Text survey to this number. Then we can ask a series of questions about whether they liked their meal or not. And then if they didn't like their meal, an email will be automatically sent to the manager to say, oh, this person's not happy. So the manager can then ring that person up and say, hey, well, really sorry you didn't like your meal. What can we do to fix it? And then that avoids the need for a bad review on Yelp or reputation management. It just nips any problems in the bud straight away.
Peter, I have a question for you. Can you talk a little bit about the database back end that can be built from all the data that's collected from, for instance, a survey like this?
Well, with the interactive features, you can have every answer set up into a different list. So I could have a campaign like, did you enjoy your meal tonight? And if they go yes, then they would go on to a list that said, yes, I enjoyed my meal. If it said no, then they can go on a list and say, I did not enjoy my meal. And then you can ask, what didn't you like about your meal? And then they can fill in what they didn't like about the meal, and now you've got a separate list of customers who didn't like their meal, and then you've got a set of customers who did love their meal, because they might say, yes, I did. The next question can be, what was the best part of the meal? Oh, I love the steak, etc., etc., etc. So the business owner's now got an opinion from their customers straight away. And it's the same with, if you're running a special promotion on say it's a free 2-for-1 meal, you just create a list for 2-for-1, and then every time someone interacted with that, you could ask them, do they like to come in for lunch, or do they prefer dinner, or do they prefer breakfast? And then you can create 3 different lists for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. So you can then send a promotion to the breakfast list at breakfast time, and then you've got laser targeted marketing. And that's a feature you don't see in email marketing anymore. So it's getting the customers in the right frame of mind, and if you've got them in the right interest, then they're going to interact with you.
Fabulous, thank you.
So name badges too. I was just thinking, how many of us go to chamber meetings? Okay, so instead of, you can say, hello, my name is, you could just write your name and then say, text my name to this number, and that gets into your personal list. And this, for those of you who use an autoresponder, you can actually set up your first 2 questions. You could say, hey, what's your name? Is what the message comes back. Like if you text right now, you want to test this out, if you text IT to 650-294-8031, you'll get a message back saying, hello, what's your name? And then you just type in your name. Now it says, hi, and then it actually fills in your name, and then it says, so that I can best reach you, what's your email address? And then it puts that in. Well, what Peter has invented is a gateway between that and Aweber. We've tested that already, and it works. And it actually adds the name and email address right into your autoresponder. So that's why if you have an autoresponder in the background, see, you can go in there and have your first point of entry be interactive texting, and then have your back end be your email autoresponder. I'm not saying email is bad when it's done correctly, but you can't rely on it to get people's attention. I'll say that again. Email is not bad, but it's not reliable. You need to get people's attention with texting and follow up with an email. That's the new behavior pattern that we need to beat into people. My father would beat me every single day. Sorry, Dad. But I'm grateful for him for that, because he made me a stronger person. But maybe it wasn't every single day. But whatever the case is, we learn through, Tony Robbins says we learn by associating a tremendous amount of pain with something we don't want, and an equal amount of pleasure with something we do want. Well, if you want to change behaviors, and right now everyone has really bad email behaviors. I'm going to be doing a whole course on how to have good email behaviors. Get rid of spam completely. I don't have a spam problem. I love spam because I know how to manage it. Most people are overwhelmed with their email. I can show you how to do that. So once again, if you want to know how to do that and get rid of all of those problems, text IT to 650-294-8031. We're going to be doing some trainings in how to use the technology. I thought this would be a good time to also talk about realtors. Realtors could put, for more information, text waterfront to a phone number. Wow! Imagine that. Instead of these garbage like what happens when you call a realtor on a sign? You get a voicemail. Okay? What do you have to do as a realtor? You got to listen to all those voicemails. You have to call those people back. And then, of course, what's going to happen when you call them back? You're going to get their voicemail. So now you have voicemail talking to voicemail, voicemail talking to voicemail. At some point, you will probably get frustrated and give up. Is there anyone who's a realtor understands this frustration, and no wonder realtors are working so many hours trying to just get in touch with people. It's because digital technology is not being used properly. When you use texting, you have your computer follow up on these leads. You could say something like, correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, but couldn't you say, is, okay, Waterfront to the phone number, it would say, hi, what's your name? Okay, put in their name. Hey, what's your email address? Okay, so let me send you the listing. And here's all the details about that. Did you get the email? Yes.
How about this idea? How about this idea, Victor?
Yeah.
Is that not only do you ask for their person's name and then their email address, why don't you ask them if they're looking to rent or to buy? Do they need a loan? Are they going to be paying cash? How many bedrooms they would like to see in their listings, so that the realtor's got all that information in front of them, and he'll get an email or he'll get a text message straight away to say that someone's interacted, and he can pick up the phone and call them straight away. And what good service is that? You don't, as you say, you're not doing the voicemail thing because the message is getting received, immediately.
Yes. I totally get that. And I think that the possibilities are fantastic, because they may be interested in this one particular property, but you might have a property that's even better for them. And you could narrow that list down massively by having this interactive thing. Now let me ask you, once they're in one list, can you switch them to another list, or is that something that we're still developing?
No, because that person hasn't interacted with that list. So we won't be changing numbers from campaign to campaign because the customer hasn't asked for that to happen, and that's how we don't get in trouble with the FCC.
Oh, I see. So what they could do is you could text them back and saying, hey, if you want to get more information, text another number. I tested this today because I was just recently published in this book called Ready, Aim, Inspire. And so if you could say, well, text INSPIRE to 650-294-8021, and I tested this today. You could actually see my video interview free, and it'll text you that video, but it doesn't go through the first questions. And thank you so much for helping me with that, because I tested it again. It works. So
right.
It doesn't bother, because it already has my email. It already has my name. So you're not wasting people's time. You could say, hey, if you want to get on my Ready, Aim, Inspire list, text
just reply with
Inspire.
Just reply with Inspire. That's it.
Yeah,
they can get them to reply with any keyword, and then they're in a new campaign. Easy.
Yeah.
And you also said it's unlimited keywords?
That's correct. Unlimited. See, other companies charge you per keyword. Some companies charge you $100, $200 a month to lease a keyword. That is shared with everybody else. That's those 5-digit numbers. You see them text 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever those are. The short codes they call them. Again, you're renting keywords, and that's why we didn't want that. We wanted to have everyone unlimited keywords. That means unlimited lists. It means unlimited segregation of your list, so you can narrow it right down to the customers, what the customer needs and wants.
Yeah, so the 10-digit number, like let's say I have a lot of friends that I've met in the UK. I have many, many friends in the UK. They could text to my number and get on my private list, and they could still be getting texting back from me personally because it's a long code. It's an international long code. Correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, and so this slide talks about the short code versus the long code, and that's what Peter was talking about. Short code is like these 4 or 5 numbers, and their business model is to keep you attached to that number. So you have, like, let's say you make a bunch of posters and you put them out there, everybody, and if, say for some reason you stop paying that company that sold you that 3 or 4 digit, 5-digit number, they can go and sell your number to somebody else. Whereas, as I understand it, there is a unique number that's being issued to every person. You own that number. Is that correct, Peter?
That is correct.
Okay.
This is just like getting a phone line for your business. That's your number. You are not going to share with anybody. And you can pick up any keyword for that number because your keywords are not shared with anyone else. In the short code, what Vic was saying, in 4 or 5 digit, everyone has their own unique, because most of the common keywords are already gone because somebody else picked up. So you have to come up with a very weird, like a cryptic, small, short text message, rich 01, there's something like this. Then how many people will say rich 01 and 01 because there's nothing else available,
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, So yeah, I was talking about that. Text Inspire to 650-294-8021. And so this is the keyword, okay? And then that's the long code. And that is my video interview. And when you text that, it's actually going to send you a blog video. It's a mobile blog. And below the video is a transcript. You'll get to see what I said live in the video. It's I think it's 6 minutes long. And you can watch the video and you could see what the publisher, how they took my video interview and how they changed it to suit the book. Now this book is now a bestseller, and it's available in stores. It's also on Amazon, and we have a box of it just showing up here on my desk any day. So next week I'm going to show you the book. It's going to be it's very, very exciting. And a couple of ideas. You could do text appointment to, text gift to, free fries or bonus, okay, to your number. So anyway, the features of the long code: no keyword limit, completely customizable, simple and easy interface, QR codes. There's a built-in QR code thing. I'm going to get out of the PowerPoint at the very end and probably do some screen sharing. That'll be, or maybe we'll cover that next week. We'll see. SMS messaging system costs. Okay. So Sadiq, you want to talk about this? You're the cost guy, because all the money goes to you.
Okay.
We're a JV partner in this, but yes, all the money goes to you, and Sadiq makes sure you're taken care of.
Okay. Just when you're using any SMS system, there are a number of things are involved in that one. Just that. So there's the one called setup fee. Like for short code, they charge a few $100 to a few $1,000 on a startup setup fee. And then there's a second cost called monthly fees. That means you're paying monthly, just like you always have been paying for your cell phone, or your even business line or your home line, doesn't matter, same thing. And when it comes to texting, there's a cost per text message. Any message you are sending or you're receiving. If you're sending it, that's called outbound text message. If you're receiving it, that's called inbound text message. Incoming or outgoing, same thing, And then you have to look at, is it interactive? So yes, others have a huge setup fees, and they have a very large monthly fees. I have been seeing that. I sign up with other ones too, and the cost per message is like a double digit, 10 cents, 12 cents, 15 cents, and as cheap as 6, 7 cents. And are they interactive? That's where most of the other, if not all of them, fails. Ours is interactive, and we made it so simple for you to even try it on our dime. Okay? So our setup fee, today you can start with all this for only $7. Okay? Go on interactivetexting.com or get all the features. You will get not only 100, you will get 100 credit from us, so you can try it on us. Try it for 7 days for $7. Okay? And after that, 1 week, once you are happy, if for any reason, if you're not happy by 7th day, just send us email, hey, I don't like your system. We give you all the $7 back. Okay? Even you try it on us, that's our cost, don't worry about it. Because we want you to try it and adapt something new. It's like a trying before you really buying it. Okay? $7 for 7 days. It's like a very kind of catchy thing. $1 a day, basically. And then after 7 days, there's a one-time fee. It's not hundreds or like $1,000 or $2,000 like what others have. Recently, somebody sold for $2,000 that system. Some other system which is not as interactive as this one is, and that's not even a global one, by the way. I'm just letting you know how to differentiate. I'm not saying they are a bad one. Every system does its own capabilities. Every system has its own limits. Ours is only for $197. After 7 days, once you are happy, then what we will do is we will give you a 1,000 credit for your text messages, and plus we will get you your own local area code of your choice phone number. It could be from Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, San Francisco, wherever you are, And all the credits, if you only use it, let's say this month, your month is slow and you are not able to use it, then you only use 200 credits. The remaining you have 800 balance. That rolls over to the next month, and the next month credits rolls over to the next month. So all the credits you are buying after that, It costs you only 1 cent for incoming and outgoing. Only 1 cent. 1 penny worldwide. By the way, that's our cost. We say we give you that system at our cost. You only pay us a one small fee of $47 a month, which first time you will pay after 30 days from us. And then you can cancel it anytime you like to. We really want to make it so simple, so clear. There's no fine prints, and that includes unlimited keywords. All the credits, whatever you buy, you always use it, because if they are not used, they roll over to the next month. The next month, they never expire, by the way. So you don't have to be nervous at all about this. You can ask any question. You can make changes to any campaigns you set up, because there's unlimited keywords. You can just come up with in the middle of the night some idea. Hey, this is a new idea. I'm going to try it for my business. Go ahead and come with it, use it. See it works. That's folks call testing. Test with your system, and it takes, once you have set up 1 or 2, 3 campaigns, it probably takes less than 10 seconds to actually set up the next campaign, because there's one option called duplicate. Change the keyword, everything else is the same, because you're just seeing. I have probably 50, 60, 100 campaigns already, set up, because every event I go to, I set up a different campaign. Because the keyword is different, then I know where we met. Even we speak 6 months later, I say, how life has been treating you since we met at that event. They think you are genius. You remember everything. Your system helps you to do that. It's not me, by the way. I'm first time I'm admitting it on a camera, but that's true. I have to be authentic, because if your system helps you to remember something, why you have to remember? There's so many other, things to remember in your life and business. So.
Well, thank you, Sadiq. And I want to talk about bonuses. As you were talking, I was thinking, wow, what could I offer as a bonus that would be more than the cost of this entire program? Now, I do webinars. I do quite a bit of webinars, and I charge $197 per webinar, where I teach people how to do online marketing, specifically blogging, email marketing. I've gotten as high as a 40% open rate on email marketing for hotel clients, and so I could more than double usually the open rate and the conversion rate of email. So I'm a professional email marketer. I'm going to be doing a webinar where I'm going to be showing you all of my tricks and secrets that I've learned over the years to, even in the face of all of the junk problems that we're having with free email services, we're still able to get a 10% open rate right to the junk mail. I'm going to show you some secrets and some strategies on how to get people to show up in Google Plus and also search engines. Everything is all one system, really, guys. So I will give all the people who click the button below this week, just this week only, between now and the next webinar, you can come to my next online mastermind training session. It's in Adobe Connect Pro. And we will be sending out invitations to you. And if for some reason you can't make it live, it will be recorded and you can watch the playback. The value of that is $197. In other words, your setup fee after 1 week will be charged, and that goes into setting up your local area phone number and the 1,000 free messages. I'm going to give you a bonus of spending between 90 minutes and 2 hours with me, looking at how I set up Aweber, how I set up my lead response systems, how I set up my blogs, how I set up the video blog that you saw when you text INSPIRE to that number. I'm going to show you all the behind-the-scenes information on how I'm doing all this as a bonus. What do you think about that, Sadiq?
Oh, that's amazing. In fact, you're blowing us away. Your value, what you're giving them is really. The system is a tool set, but you're really giving them the genius between to your ears, basically, what you can use it, how they can actually use it for their business and grow it authentically.
Thank you, thank you. So, Peter, any comments? What do you think about this? What do you think about this value?
Let me throw them one more bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting the bonus on Peter. Peter is going to help you to set up your first campaign for free. Usually we charge $1,000 to set up campaigns that are done for your system. However, as a part of this one, he will work with you to one-to-one, not in a group. Okay, listen to your business and set up your first campaign for you. Work with you so that way you are ready to use it. This can happen within this, like a first campaign, which is like a $7 thing. Does not matter, because our goal is within 7 days, he can help you to work with the first campaign. So that way you get going and you use it, because we want you to be successful in this new system.
Definitely, I'm more than happy to be doing that for those people. I love working with them one-on-one and learning about their business, and then I help them use the system and make it work for them. It's good.
Yeah, and I can testify that Peter has helped me. I'm an old dog, and he's trying to teach me new tricks. And I can tell you, he's been always there whenever I needed anything to do, man. Is there a dog yapping in the background there? Whose dog was that?
Oh, that was mine. Sorry, guys. It just started barking.
I said teaching an old dog new tricks, and there's a dog there. Yeah, but I can tell you guys, listen, I've been in Skype with Peter, and I just feel like I know him. He's there for you. He understands the system, and he'll be straight up with you, say, oh, this is what I want to do. He'll say, oh, okay, did you know you can do that? Boom. And then he sent me the PDF, and I read through, and I said, oh, okay. Now, you got to understand, guys, I get paid to read manuals and report. That's what when I had a job, that was, I think, I'm the guy that you hand me a binder full of content and say, here, read the product manual and then make it work and then teach me how to do it. That's my profession. That's what I do. Okay. The bonus that I will be giving you in the group training is you will get the nuts and bolts. And with Peter, he will help you one-on-one get set up for the first time so you can get working with it. Guys, it's so simple. I love this system, and when you can integrate it to your Aweber autoresponder, now you can start engaging with your audience, and you can say, hey, I notice you're not getting a lot of my emails. Maybe I could send you a video on, if you're using Gmail, watch this video. If we're going to be working on making those videos available to you. In fact, I'm going to give you that as a bonus. I'm getting professionally shot video on how to manage the 3 large email services when you opt in from the major autoresponders. You could use our videos as a bonus, free when you get this. I just thought of that as yet another bonus. And so, Valentina, you're our model customer. Can you imagine? Let's look at bands. Let's look at musicians. How do you think musicians could use this? Because that's really your passion, is being a musician. You're an opera singer. You're a rock singer. You've got this avant-garde band that's kind of this funky, kind of a cross between Grateful Dead, doing space and all this weird kind of stuff. It's like bands depend on people showing up to the event. How could bands use this?
Well, exactly. Thank you, Victor. Going back to what I started with at the very beginning, kind of full circle. It's so powerful to be able to engage with your fans in real time. I always send out emails to my list of fans about what my performances are and the date and the time and how much it costs, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't want to keep sending the email out over and over again. So as you get closer to the date, instead of emailing again, you can drop them a text as the day of the event. People are so busy, you drop them a text and they go, oh, I'm going to be in downtown San Francisco tonight. I think I'll stop by the club and go check out this band. Again, you can use it in any other of these other marketing ways for selling, giving them gifts, putting them into drawings to get them to come out to your event, getting T-shirts to them, selling them some of your swag, your CDs, your T-shirts, any of that stuff that you use as an artist to promote your band and your mission. I mean, it's just like any other business. I want to get the word out there to musicians that it is like any other business. You're the CEO of your business. As a matter of fact, I had one of my great mentors, Erie Mills, who's an opera singer who I studied with for a number of years. She said, even as an opera singer, you're the CEO of your business, and that means you're in charge of your image, you're in charge of your marketing, you're in charge of your finances, you're in charge of your business. And, I want musicians and artists to get that being that is also a business, and you want to engage your fans, you want to engage your people. You want to engage the people that hire you, texting them and letting them know what you're up to in the moment. It's all about engagement, no matter what your business is. And that's what I'm excited about with this system, because it makes it personalized. I love you can have multiple keywords with the one phone number, so you can create different lists. You know, I could send opera, text opera when you want to know about my opera performances, text weird when you want to know about my tri-cornered tent show performances. How fun would that be? And then they're engaged in this conversation. It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm just so pumped up about this. I could barely keep my pants on. So
Well, I'll be right over.
yeah. So I'm like, yeah, guys. Okay, all right, everybody, click the button below this video. Buy now. You know, and once you buy, go in here and write a comment. We're going to be doing the same event next week. I'm not sure exactly the dates. I think. But we're going to be sending that. We're going to send out invitations to everybody. Do you remember the date?
Yeah, it's next Tuesday, May 13th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Yes. So today was the. Are you everyone? Does that work for you guys?
Oh yeah, Sadiq is already on. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start pumping this out to the big list and to all my friends on Facebook and all my friends on Google+. And so you guys can watch the replay of this. I would like to bring in some of the people who are customers next week and the weeks after that. And like I said, I'm totally committed that all these people, thousands of people, I want you to visualize thousands of people flooding into your business because you were responsive to them and you engage them using interactive texting. So once again, these are the prices. This is the lowest in the industry that I could tell. I mean, come on, I'm spending something like, I think now my AWeber bill's up to $79 a month. Okay, this is crazy. And I'm barely getting started with my AWeber. I've only got like maybe 6,000 leads in AWeber. You know, our other email bill is close to $300-400 a month. So it's like, guys, this is, you know, if you guys can't afford this, then you shouldn't be marketing. Sorry, I'm so seriously, guys. I mean, what does it cost to have a secretary call your people back? I mean, you know, and they're just going to be playing phone tag. It's almost it's like having your own virtual personal assistant. And guys, you know, there's a whole psychology to writing text messages that are warm and friendly and fun, and Sadiq is the master of that. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm just Sadiq. Would you come to my webinar? Would you be willing to come to my webinar where I basically unveil how we bridge interactive texting with AWeber and how to grow your list?
Absolutely, it will be my honor to share with your audience.
Okay, we're going to be growing your list. We're going to be focusing on real estate. Because as you know, I've committed to promoting your real estate magazine. I don't think I could have done promoting in your real estate magazine because we'd be wasting money until we had interactive texting. Now that we have this system, I'm going to go out and promote the hell out of Real Estate Investor Magazine, Real Estate Income Magazine, because that is my industry. I love real estate. It's kind of funny. I jokingly say is like. In my early days, I was a real estate investor, and I sold all of it and invested it in IT. Well, now I am an IT professional, and I'm selling all my IT properties so I could go back to real estate. Which is exactly where I want to be. So, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to be doing some screen sharing. I think we're going to do the how-to stuff for customers only. And so become a customer, share your comments below. That the video, the system back here, the Success Mastermind Hangout that you're watching this video on, is technology that I made, so it makes it extremely easy for you to interact with us. Simply write your questions, your feedback, what you thought about this Hangout in the box below, and it will automatically post it to Google Plus and to Facebook, so it brings more people into the event that's coming up next Tuesday. And the more I can serve you, the better. You know, I just want to give you everything that I have. You know, I guess I've been doing marketing for 25 years. I've been doing internet for 18 years. And I've been writing code for 30 years. If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be click the button below this video and buy now. So on that note, I will adjourn this meeting and thank you all for attending. Anyone else want to say any final words while I stop the screen share here?
I'm good. I'm sold. I love it. Thank you.
Okay, Sadiq, camera on you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Folks, if you're, I'm sure there's some speakers watching. If you are a speaker, I work with speakers almost worldwide with many and different niches. And I can give you my script, my swipe copy of everything, how I work with other speakers. You will love it. People book their meetings on their own. They show up, and they are actually get 3 messages from me, and they check on me, everything. Imagine if you're a speaker, you're a prospect of a client, a coaching client or something, and booked a meeting with you. They ask about you. You gave them everything what you could ever imagine to give it to them. They know, like, and trust you before they even show up on a meeting. Let me tell you, I speak 10, 15, 20 calls a day. It's less than 1% chance somebody will ask me anything about me at all, because they already know me before they even show up on a call. That means, imagine you never have to repeat about yourself. How 20 times talking about yourself all day? That's too much. You probably get bored by the end of the day. But I never have to speak about me at all, almost, because every time call starts about them, because they already know about me. I can give you the 100% of my template if you come on board. Oh, by the way, I was showing it for speakers. You don't have to be speaker. This could be true for your business owners too. Imagine your lead or prospect knowing about you, everything before they even show up or pick up a phone to call you. That's the power. It took me years to finalize that one. I can give you that 100% script. Just change your name, put your link, you're ready to go. It's a priceless. I would not share with anybody because I care about this technology so much. It's dear to my heart. I am willing to give you everything, what I have, how I communicate better with my prospects. And I'm very expensive, usually $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, and even $200,000 clients. All this start from a texting. If they're not willing to text it to me, I don't have no desire to do business with them. I'm very picky how I deal with the clients. They have to follow this certain way. And that's how you can be picky about your business. So before we close, there's a buy now button below. It's only $7, which is 100% refundable. There's no risk on you. See how we start from a little commitment. Little commitment leads to a bigger commitment. You start from a taking action. Do a $7, which is 100% refundable. If you don't like it, we give you back 100%. As I said, you don't have to worry about, no justification required even. Buy now and then get that one that can potentially change your business taking your business to the next level. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sadiq. And so, what can I say? I became a customer of this technology because that's just who I am. I tend to buy something and then I figure it out later. So I bought the technology and then I said, wow, could we sell it? And so I became a JV partner, and that's how it works. And once you buy the technology, then we can talk to you also about how you can become a JV partner and represent this to your group if you have that. So on that note, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Text IT to the number below this video, and we will see you on the stages of the world.